After dragging on and on, the midterm election season hopefully comes to an end today. Polls close in Georgia in less than 2 hours as voters decide who represent them in the U.S. Senate.
Now, this is Georgia's second runoff election this year and the sixth time in the last 2 years. So let's dig into the race and what it means for you right here. People in Marietta, Georgia, in this diner cheered as Herschel Walker entered for the final campaign event of the 2022 Georgia Senate runoff race. The former Georgia football star shook hands, took pictures, delivered a couple of predictions.
We're going to get out and win this election. Herschel Walker is going to be your senator, and we're going to get things changed. Out of Georgia, Ohio State game, final score, Georgia going to win by 7.
Democratic incumbent Senator Raphael Warnock didn't have any football predictions, but he too says he's going to win.
The issues are too urgent, the stakes are too high, and the differences between me and Herschel Walker are way too wide for us to sleep through this election. I feel good, but we're going to press all the way to victory.
Nearly 2 million Georgians cast their ballots during early voting, but both sides say they need a strong turnout today in order to ensure victory. And they're hoping that the chilly, rainy weather doesn't keep the supporters home.
I feel like things are a toss-up these days. What things you expect would be in the bag, you're not sure, it could go either way.
I think just getting another voice in there, Republican voice, so I'm for that.
Federal records show Warnock's campaign has spent about $170 million on the campaign so far. That's nearly 3 times as much as Herschel Walker's campaign, which has spent nearly $60 million.
No matter the outcome of Georgia's Senate race, the Democrats will hold control. If the Senate seats were to fall 50-50, Vice President Kamala Harris has the power to break ties in favor of the Democrats.
I'm the tie vote. The stakes are so high. I refuse to get caught up in what might be personal politics. When the people who are waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning worried about how they're going to get by could care less about the politics of D.C. On this vote, the yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.
If Democrats already have control over the Senate, why does this election even matter? And why does it matter to you here in the Triad?
The argument that Republicans were making, and they can still make a little bit, was that this will keep the Democrats from having control. Well, it doesn't do that anymore, but it does keep them, it does restrict their power, because there is a big difference between 50 and 51. Because with the tie of 50, yes, the vice president can break ties, but they have to share committee assignments. They have to balance everything else. If they go to 51, then they get a majority on all the committees, and everything that the Democrats want to do in the Senate becomes a whole lot easier.
Georgia polls again close around 7 o'clock tonight, but it could be several days before we know the results of the runoff.